People in the West want choice, and they want freedom. They want autonomy. They don't want anybody telling them what to do. Paul wants to see the people of God flourish, and these are leaders who are in a position to create space for the gospel to transform lives. And what do transformed lives look like? Well, they look like changed behavior. So if the preacher can preach without making demands, and especially if he can entertain, that's a good preacher. How did Jesus rally a following? He taught them. He was a teacher. What else was Jesus? He was a shepherd. He's a good shepherd. He protected his flock.
Good day and welcome back to Evangelical Platform, a ministry dedicated to preserving the gospel in a complex, messy, postmodern world. If that is you, or you know somebody who will be encouraged with this ministry, please forward it to them and subscribe to this channel. One of the greatest challenges for evangelicals today is engaging with critical biblical scholarship with integrity while at the same time remaining faithful to the gospel. I remember studying theology in South Africa, and my Old Testament professor was a critical scholar who always warned us about the German scholarship, and he told us that we as evangelicals never took it seriously. And he was so critical in Old Testament, he wouldn't even pray in the name of Jesus before the Old Testament lecture started. And I remember at the time some of our students were going through difficulties and being challenged by all these theories that our professor taught us. And then there was a Baptist Calvinist pastor who made friends with me and gave me this book about a German professor who became a liberal, a student from a very notorious scholar called Rudolf Bultmann. Her name was Etta Linnemann. She converted and then she abandoned her critical theories. And that pastor then bought me 30 copies of this book. And I disseminated that among students, and some of them were secretly reading this book. And this book was translated by Professor Robert Yarbrough from Covenant Theological Seminary. And then I discovered the scholarship of Professor Robert Yarbrough, and I discovered a biblical scholar, an American who went to Aberdeen to discover and uncover the evangelical conservative biblical scholars in Germany who stood up against the critical biblical scholars in Germany. And then I discovered other books that he did translations of. This one was Adolf Schlatter, who stood up against liberals, but nobody knew about it. So Professor Bob Yarbrough became a pioneering evangelical biblical scholar who uncovered uncomfortable truths of persecution of conservative biblical scholars in Germany. And he became one of my mentors. And I want to encourage you today, if you are a biblical scholar, if you're a pastor in a church, I want to recommend you get all of the scholarship of Professor Bob Yarbrough that you can get your hands on. You will not be disappointed. And today it's my privilege to host a series of sermons that he has prepared for the Bible Institute of South Africa. And he's preaching on the Old Testament book Joel. And it will be in the description below. So please, this is not the main video. I want you to go to the description below and click on the sermon. So I want to encourage you to enjoy these sermons and listen to them, and look also at the careful way in which he deals with the text in context and then applies it to the New Testament and Jesus, and also to our current situation today, and be encouraged. May the Lord bless you, and please, would you send some feedback? And if you've got any encouragement for Professor Yarbrough or for the Bible Institute of South Africa, please leave that in the comments below as well. Enjoy. Have a great day. Goodbye.
People in the West want choice, and they want freedom. How did Jesus rally a following? He taught them. He was a teacher. What else was Jesus? He was a shepherd. He's a good shepherd. He protected his flock.